Good afternoon and welcome again. So this lecture will be taking a look at the Epic launcher. So as I've said, I will have to go on the assumption here that you understand the basic concepts of installing software and you've managed to get this far. So you're going to need the Epic launcher installed and you want to have launched that as soon as you've done so, and you should be greeted with something like this. This will be the first interface that you're given when you open the Epic launcher. And on a good day, if you have internet, which I currently do not, what you would be given is a layout here with the most recent news and announcements from Epic, current projects which are in the go, and things like that. So this is the community tab that you'll be greeted with. Up here, you can also view these tabs, and these will give you access to some of the games and projects which are currently in the works. Because of the Epic account you now have, you may also get some early access and goodies from these as well, which is always nice. And then furthermore down here we have our Learn tab, which I currently cannot select as it will crash again due to my offline status. But with this there's an abundance of content which you can look into, some free content from Epic and other places as well, where you can learn how to use the engine. You can get yourself accustomed to the interface and things like that through the learning content on there. And you can also download certain packages from there as well, which again are usually completely free of charge. And we'll be coming back here when I run through how to download the content examples. And then with this tab, this will take you to the marketplace, so this will be the location where you can purchase plugins, and again there's some free content on there as well which you can download and play about with other people's scenes. It was a really good way to get your head around the Unreal Engine, is maybe play about with a few things beforehand, see how other people have done stuff and how things are generally set up. So that's the marketplace. And then the important one will be the library, which is the bottom tab. So what we have here, we can see the section called My Projects. These are the projects I've currently been working on, the content examples that we'll be downloading. And this is generally where your projects will live once you've created them. You can come back here and quickly launch them from this tab. The vault down here is the location where plugins and things will lie once you've downloaded them. So this is one of the free packages. The Mixamo animation pack is free to test, gives you some nice animations for players, and as soon as you've downloaded that from the marketplace it will appear here and you can add that to any project. So nice and simple to incorporate plugins to any project through the Unreal Engine. And then finally, what you may not have yet is a launch button. So this is the important thing. So the first thing you want to do is install a version. Now what I will be using for the entirety of the project will be version 4.12.4. So as long as you have a version equal to or higher than that, you should be able to follow along with no issues regarding the setup of blueprints and things. Coding standards and stuff can change between versions, so do keep that in mind if you have any problems. Now, if you don't have this currently shown, what you want to do is up here, go to the add versions. If you have connection to the internet, then you'll be able to, should be signed in already, and just simply select the version that you wish to install. You get a drop down here which you can install and select. Luckily I already have mine installed, and as I said, I do apologise, I don't currently have access to the internet, so I have to do all of this in offline mode. But it really is as simple as that to install it, and once you have that installed, you'll have the progress bar filling. Once you've got that installed, you'll know because it will give you the option to launch it here or up here. And you can also choose a drop down if you install more than one engine. So if you wanted an older version, or perhaps you want to test a newer version for some projects you do whilst you're following this tutorial series, but as I said, maybe want to keep the 4.1.2.4, then you can choose different versions here. If you are doing that, it is worth keeping in mind it's not the smallest package of software ever. My single system at the moment is currently taking up 18.5 gigabytes over here. So you may want to keep that in mind. Not all of that is from the engine, granted, but a big portion of it is. So you may want to keep that in mind before you download several different versions of the Unreal Engine. But yeah, the main thing is that you've got a version installed before we go forward. And as soon as you've done that, I will see you in the next lecture.